Greetings, this is Charles Darwin, and I'm here to announce the presidential candidacy of Lincoln Chafee. His major goal would be the establishment of the metric system in the United States. This is a meter stick. Now, that would be one of his main goals. Scientists use the metric system for measurement and communication. And all countries in the world use the metric system except the United States, Myanmar, and Liberia. Now, why would anybody be opposed to adopting the metric system in the United States? Perhaps people are worried about the United States losing its economic advantage. After all, we want to continue to be rich like Liberia and Myanmar. We don't want to become poor like Germany and France, do we? Anyway, so that's why I am calling for your vote and support for Lincoln Chafee. Chafee for president. Actually, we don't have enough campaign funds for color posters, so I printed it in black and white and I put little red marks around here. It smells like methanol. It's pretty good. Anyway, I'd walk a mile for him. That is, I'd walk 1,625 meters for him, and he's every inch, that is every 2.5 centimeters, the gentleman. Now, how often do presidential candidates or any other candidates talk about science in a positive way? Many of them talk about it in a negative way. But what about a positive way? Maybe you remember, back in 2012, there was a presidential candidate named John Huntsman. And he said, "Call me crazy, but I believe what the scientists say about global warming and evolution." Well, guess what? His party, the Republican Party, called him crazy. That's why you didn't hear much about him. Well, maybe Lincoln Chafee has a better shot at it. Let me tell you about the metric system. It is a system that was devised and first put into use at the time of the French Revolution in 1793. And it is based upon the earth and upon water. First, the earth. Meter is 1/10,000,000th the distance from the equator to the North Pole. Now, that's the way they measured it in 1793. It turns out that they were actually pretty close to being accurate. Here is a square meter, pretty big. Okay, now 1 milliliter of water, this is 250 milliliters, 1 milliliter of water is equal to 1 cubic centimeter of water, which is also equal to 1 gram of water. So there's how it's based upon water. Also, 1 calorie is the amount of heat that's required to raise 1 milliliter of water by 1 degree Celsius. And the Celsius system is very logical. Water freezes at 0 and it boils at 100. Also, let's see. Here's my Thomas Jefferson dollar, which I always carry with me for good luck, and it weighs 8.0 grams. Very well. Now, many candidates, you may legitimately wonder, what planet are they from? But with Lincoln Chafee, there's no doubt which planet he's from. He's from the Earth, upon which the metric system is based. Now, the last time there was a serious effort to establish the metric system in the United States, back in 1977, when the Federal Highway Administration said they were going to start using both metric, kilometers, and miles on distance signs, there was an outcry. They got thousands of letters saying that it was a communist plot. But that's one reason why you won't see kilometers on US road signs today, except in a few places that get a lot of visitors from Canada or Asia or Europe. For instance, in the Black Hills of South Dakota, some of the signs have kilometers as well as miles on them, and also Hawaii. Well, you can see why we should adopt the metric system. Now, what's next? After we get the metric system, then what? I've got it. We can make the official language of the United States Latin. Scientists say a lot of things in Latin. For instance, you people talk about dandelions, but us scientists talk about Taraxacum officinale. And of course, everybody talks about human beings, but scientists talk about Homo sapiens. Yes, that would be a good thing to do, have Latin adopted as the official language of the United States. Now, there's another proposal that was put out there by the humanist types, saying that Esperanto should be the official language of the United States, but that is the stupidest idea I've ever heard. Latin is a much better choice for them. So are you going to join with me and support the metric system and the candidacy of Lincoln Chafee? This is Charles Darwin telling you.